Alright, I'm pretty sick right now, but oh well, because I wanted to talk about one of the biggest developments that's happening in Dead by Daylight right now, which is, of course, the possibility of the Leatherface chapter being removed from the game. Now, a lot of people have already spoken about this, and of course, at the moment, it's all speculative. Behavior have neither confirmed nor denied 100% whether or not Leatherface is leaving the game, but from my opinion, this would be a very, very, very bad thing if it was true. And I'm going to talk about why this will be a bad thing in a little bit, but first of all, let's talk about why we think the chapter will be being removed from the game. Now, this all started to my knowledge when it was discovered that in the PTB, Bubba's perks had different names. As you can see here, it says at perk, barbecue and chili, name, alt, and it's the same with Franklin's, and it's the same with knockout. Now, some people were quick to say, oh no, it's just a bug. Don't worry, it's just a bug. It's just a weird thing that's happened with Bubba's perks. It's fine, don't worry about it, it's the PTB, bugs happen. But then some people were theorizing that this was actually the start of Bubba being removed from the game. Because if you remember when Stranger Things was removed, which is the only other license ever to be removed from the game, the perks that were attributed to Steve, Nancy, and Demogorgon all had their names changed when the license was removed to something that was a bit less obviously linked to the franchise. And this happened when they became free perks for anybody to use, whether you had the chapter or not. This then all kicked into even higher gear when DBD Leaks themselves posted this on Twitter. Goodbye, Bubba. Enjoy your last months in the fog. I'll forever miss you camping me in the basement. Now, this was posted 2 days ago, and since then, the Dead by Daylight community has been in uproar. Everybody's talking about whether or not Bubba will be leaving the game, and also what they think of it. A lot of people have been giving their opinions, which, like I say, we'll get onto in just a second. There was also a further bit of information which came out, which solidified this idea, which I think was from the DBD Leaks Discord, which said this, moving this here as I've got confirmation that Bubba is 100% leaving Dead by Daylight. He will still be purchasable for at least a few months more, though. Now, as far as I know, this does come from the DBD Links Discord, so pretty much all of this information is coming from DBD Links. Now, let's be honest, DBD Links is not the be-all and end-all of Dead by Daylight information. They have posted things in the past, and all in all, they've gotten pretty accurate with what they've said, but they have also said things that have turned out to be completely false. So, as always with this kind of thing, it's good to take this with a grain of salt. It may be that in a couple of days, Behavior update us and say, oh no, actually this was just a bug. This is just all false rumors. None of this is actually happening. But it could also as easily be that in a couple of days, Behavior update us and say that yes, Bubba is being removed from the game. And we will get one of those end of license sales in the same way that we did with Stranger Things. Now, the next question to ask, of course, is why would this license be removed from the game? What is happening this year that would cause Leatherface to be taken away from Dead by Daylight? And the obvious answer, of course, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that is being released this year. Now, this is also going to be a game set in the genre of asymmetrical horror, but I believe this will be a 4v3 scenario where you've got 4 survivors and then they go up against the family that Bubba is from, essentially, in the films. And to be honest, this game looks really cool, and I'm very excited for it, but, you know, in the realm of why would they remove the license from Dead by Daylight, it makes complete sense. You know, it essentially promotes this exclusivity factor to the character. You know, oh, you want to play as the horror icon Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films? Well, you got to come over to our game to do it. There's no other place to do it. Now, let's move on to why do I think this is a big deal, and also let's talk about what other people have been saying about it. Now, the major thing that everybody has been saying about it from what I've seen online is, yay, no more face camping, screw Bubba, because he always camps me in the basement, which is just so fucking stupid of an idea. I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to put it straight, because the idea that removing Bubba from the game will truly impact face camping in any way is so ridiculous, it's funny. This isn't going to stop face camping. If anything, it's going to promote it, because you've got all these people who are going to own the Bubba character and are basically going to treat it as a novelty for the fact that they're able to face camp with this killer when none of the new players or anybody who just never managed to buy the character in the first place are able to do it. And also, if Behavior do announce that the killer is being taken out, the next few months is just going to be face camping Bubbas everywhere. Everyone's going to want to do it. So honestly, I feel like celebrating the fact that this franchise is being taken out because you think it's going to reduce face camping is just silly in my opinion. And honestly, like I said earlier, I do think this is a very bad thing for the game. But why do I think that? Well, basically because it's exactly what we feared would happen when Stranger Things was announced that it was being taken out of the game. We worried that one license being taken out of the game would create the snowball effect of other licenses eventually being removed from the game as well. Now, when you compare it to Stranger Things, we can see that Stranger Things joined the game in September 17th, 2019, and they left the game in 17th of November, 2021. So they were in it for just over 2 years. Leatherface, however, joined in September of 2017. He's been in the game now for over 4 years. So him being removed is a bigger deal in the grand sense of things because he was in the game for a lot longer. They had the license for a lot longer, and they are still potentially going to lose it. And there are 2 reasons why that concerns me. Number 1 is because, well, what other license could be taken away? You know, if we've now lost 2 from the game, 2 quite popular IPs, are any others going to start also jumping ship? You know, with the potential of new games always being announced, will a Michael Myers game come out? That means that the shape is taken out of the game. Maybe. We don't know. This could be the start of something a lot bigger. And secondly, Bubba is one of the most iconic horror villains of all time. To see him being removed from the game of Dead by Daylight really sucks. One of the things that makes DBD so cool is that you get a chance to play as these horror villains. You get a chance to step into their shoes for a trial, which is one of the major selling points of the game, I think. So to see one of the characters who is frequently listed as like one of the top horror villains of all time be taken out of the game is a pretty big deal, if we're honest. And this all may sound very dramatic to you. Maybe you are just somebody who's looking at this and thinking, well, he'll still be in the game, he just won't be purchasable. It doesn't really matter. I honestly think that this kind of thing will tarnish the reputation of Behavior in Dead by Daylight. You know, if all of these IPs that Behavior are yet to partner with see these other IPs kind of jumping ship, for whatever reason it may be, it doesn't really matter. They are leaving the game. They are revoking their licenses. Does that bode well? Does it give a good image? Probably not, no. You combine that with the fact that the player base seems to be falling month on month on month, and we come back to the title of this video, and the death of Dead by Daylight, where it could be that all these licenses just don't see the point in joining with this game anymore because it doesn't look like there's any secure longevity of the franchise. And again, it may all sound dramatic, but these are the kind of things that we should be thinking about. These are the kind of things that, to be honest, should be worrying us. There's already a lot going on with Dead by Daylight that is kind of hurting the reputation. For example, it's harder to upload Dead by Daylight content on YouTube now. The player base is always crashing to the ground. The latest few chapters haven't been the greatest, etc., etc. Now we're losing even more licenses than we originally have. It definitely could signal the beginning of the end for the game if this kind of stuff keeps happening and isn't rectified by Behavior. But like I briefly mentioned, I don't think this will actually be Bubba completely leaving the game. You know, I think it will be a Stranger Things situation where for anybody who has already purchased the character, he will still be available, and the perks will become universal perks rather than just attributed to one killer. They'll get their names changed, and you can no longer buy the Leatherface chapter in the store. That's what I think will happen, which sucks for anybody who's new to the game who won't get the opportunity to play as him, but at least the prior players will still get to play as him, and at least all these new players will still potentially get to play against him as well. But even so, this kind of sucks, and I personally am very sad to see Bubba go because he's my favorite killer to play against in the trials. I love going up against him, and part of the reason of that is because you never know what you're going to get. You could get face camping Bubba, you could get a brand new Bubba who seems to have no idea what he's doing. You can get an absolutely cracked Bubba who can down you in 2 seconds flat in a chase because they just have the best control of their chainsaw you've ever seen. And that's why he's so fun, because he's so unpredictable. And I'll miss that. I'll miss seeing more players being able to explore that killer. But anyway, that will about do it for me. Please do let me know what you think of all of this in the comments below. What do you think of Bubba being removed? Do you think he is actually going to be removed, or is this all just red herrings being dropped everywhere and this is actually just going to all blow over in a couple of weeks? And as always, remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already to help me hit my 100k target by the end of the year. I do want to apologize if I sounded weird in this video. Like I said, I am very sick. I'm struggling to breathe, but I wanted to talk about this with you guys and see what you guys thought about the whole situation. So I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and be the best damn crank that you can be. Spread some positivity. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Oh, wait, no. I got one more thing to talk about. I have a very, very, very big stream coming up, and I want all of you to know about it. Okay, so today I'm uploading this on Sunday. Tomorrow, on Monday the 9th of January at 10 p.m. BST, which is 5 p.m. EST, on my Twitch channel. I'll leave a link in the description, but please go and check it out because I am doing a very, very big stream. I'm very excited about it. I can't give any more information, but please make sure you're there. You're going to love it, I promise, and I'm very excited about it. So hopefully I'll see you there. But anyway, yeah, bye for now, guys. Love you all.
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you.